Part 7. How to make a graph. So overall, we have already got the raw data table, the average volume of NaOH, and the complete table, okay, for every experimental value that we are going to use it. And also the sample calculation. There are four: average, absolute uncertainty IDV, the concentration vitamin C, our final dependent variables, and also the relative uncertainty of our dependent variables. Okay, now right now we are going to make the graph. So you can see there is a step 3 in this at the bottom. So that's a making graph. I put additional table in here. That's the third table, but we just need to use four values. Okay, so we just need to use the independent, and it's absolute, so we just copy and then put it here. Don't forget, when we copy, we just use the values. The merge cell, what's going on here? Okay, it cannot, so we just copy paste the value. Copy and then paste the value. Okay, we got it. Okay, or maybe we need to add decimal points. Nah, see, that's good. It looks good. Oh yeah, because this uncertainty only one decimal point, so we need to decrease. Nice. Next, we need the molarity vitamin C yang has been diluted. So we need to pick the data yang has been diluted, or this one, the one that I have already put the yellow color. Copy. And then, now remember ya, you need to put only values. Then we got it. Okay, the molarity of vitamin C. But why in the IDV we use only the one decimal point? Why for DV we use 2 decimal points? Because the relative uncertainty that we calculate is 2 decimal points. So the value of dependent and independent it will be followed depend on the absolute or relative uncertainty. What is the second the last column? Or relative uncertainty of them. That's the last data that we've calculate before. Copy, and then after that we paste. Now we got the complete column. Oh, the title, Pak. The title is not complete. Okay, we just copy paste this title. Done. Okay, the next thing that we need to do is we need to make the graph. So listen carefully. So if you want to make the graph, so you go to insert, okay, insert at the top, and then there are so many types of graph in here. We need to use the scatter plot. Click the arrow one, and then pick the scatter with smooth lines and markers. Click it. Okay, and then after that you can see the blank space in here. Now later you need to select data. Click the select data. It will appear like this kind of box, and then you need to click add. In the add box, this is the series name. Just make it blank, or if you want, you can click whatever box, and then for the x value, okay, x, remember yeah, I will cancel first. Remember, x is the independent IDV, y is the dependent. So don't forget about it. Okay. So again, double click, select data, add. For the series name, we can pick whatever boxes. Series, we can click the arrow, and then we select this one. Yeah, we select the independent variable 5, the data. What about the value? We need to delete first this one. Click the arrow and find the dependent. This is dependent. This dependent. Okay, the molarity of vitamin C. Then we click OK. Now see, the graph will produce. Okay, will be produced. Okay, it's like positive correlation. That's good. Okay, and then we need to complete. Okay, we need to complete with several aspects. So you can go to the add chart element, and then axis title, the primary. So you can see at the bottom, yeah, you can see the IDV. Okay, wait a minute. So this is the X, our IDV, and this is the Y, our DV. Okay, so when I click the graph, double click, close this one, and then a chart element, axis title, primary horizontal, so you can see the axis title underneath the graph, and then beside the graph. Why? Because we need to copy paste the title. So this is the difference figure amount. We just copy paste. Okay, and then for the DV, you copy paste. Okay, we can make it bigger, I think. Wait a minute. Okay, this one we can make it. Nah, this one like this. See? Oh, so the X is the IDV. That's the horizontal one. Okay, the horizontal. This is the vertical. Okay, do you have any questions? Hopefully not, yeah. So I'll continue. So you have already put the name for every axis. Remember, yeah, if you didn't put the name, so your score will be deducted. And then after that, double click again to the graph. We need to add the title, chart title. We put above. Now this one, yeah, we can just copy paste the title for the third table. So we need to put again add chart element, chart title above, and then put it here, and then edit text, and then we can copy paste. Now, so we can see the effect of different amount of sugar to the vitamin C concentration. Okay, not yet. You need to put also another thing. The next one is you need to put the error bars. Now, go to error bars and find the standard error. Now, you will see there are plus sign, right, inside your graph. That's, we call it error bars. Is it small or big? So, the first one is we need to change to the vertical. I left the vertical one. So, click the vertical, double click the vertical error bars. This is the vertical error bars. Double click, and then you can see the format in here. Go to the custom and specify value. Now, for the vertical error bars, it's supposed to be vertical. Vertical is DV. So that's why we need to use the DV error bars. Okay, where is the DV error bars, Pak? Nah, relative uncertainty molarity. That's the DV error bars. Now, go to the positive, click the arrow, pick the DV. DV is the relative uncertainty, yeah, of molarity vitamin C. That's the DV error bars. Click again for the arrow, down arrow. Negative, positive and negative, that's same. So you just reselect again the data. And then after that you click OK. Now take a look. It's so small. I will close this one. Now see, did you see it becomes small. That's good. Okay, it sounds good. It seems and it looks good. Next is the horizontal. So double click custom. Now the horizontal is the IDV. So it means the IDV for error bars is absolute uncertainty. Just click in here and select the absolute. Click in here also and select the absolute. Remember ya, positive and negative are similar. But what is the meaning of positive and negative? Positive itu the error bars itu on the top, negative itu at the bottom. Nah, did you see? It's so small. So that's the error bars. Okay. Now, after that, it's not done yet, you need double click and then go to element chart. You need to use trend line. Pick the linear. Now, did you see the dot line? That's, we call it linear. And then we need to go to the trend line again, more trend line option, and go to the histogram. This is the histogram, yeah. The trend line option, histogram, in the at the right corner, histogram in here, and then you need to tick display equation and also display of R square. Now we found the R square and also the equation. Okay, and right now our graph is done.